They always call me a dainty princess.
I like it sometimes, but that was ridiculous.
I couldn't shower at all. There was a large portion of 2019, if not the whole 2019, where I literally couldn't shower. I bathed in bed. In 2019, I honestly thought that was it. But yeah, I would bathe in bed, and it wouldn't even be frequently, but I would bathe in bed, and like Becky would get a container and she would put hot water and soap in it for me, and I would tell her to leave the room, and I would do what I could.
Hi y'all, and welcome back. I want to thank each of you for being here. This video is part 1 of recapping Amberlynn's biggest year, 2019. This year is memorable for many reasons, including the Octavia Whiplash, Shrimpgate, reaching over 600 lbs, and being the year she did not shower once. Let's go back in time for this journey.
January 2019. At 560 pounds. I'm doing a front shot, both sides, and a back shot. I want to use this to motivate me, to motivate others, and I am very embarrassed posting this, but I know I need to because I want to be able to come back on here and see changes. I will be posting them monthly. I want to wear the same exact outfit so I can get a better reading. And I also walk forward and I walk backwards just to get an idea of where I'm at. So that was my weigh-in for you guys. That is what I weighed at the beginning of this year. It has been so requested that I do a weight video and tell you guys what my weight was in the starting of this year. So there it is, 560. Very, very upset with myself because that is the highest I've ever weighed. I also got a package today that I do not remember what it is at all. Let's open it together. Oh, wait, I remember now. I got 100 more days of weight loss day by day journal. This is by Linda Spangle. I actually had her other 100 days of weight loss, which I did while I was living in Virginia. So you can find this on Amazon, just to give you an idea. Day 69, LOL. You guys can pause it and read through. Every day you have a new, just paragraph to read and some questions to answer. So a very popular question that I am getting is, how am I going to be losing weight this year? What am I going to be doing? Hi. Y'all fell for me. So we're just going to be keeping it super simple, and I'm going to be kind of going at this whole weight loss thing in phases. So we are currently on phase 1, which is going to consist of 2,000 calories a day, which I will be logging on MyFitnessPal. And if you guys want to, you can add me on there. The link is down below. So you just click it, create a profile, add me, girls or boys. In phase 1, I'm going to be moving more. I want to teach myself to get up and stop sitting in bed all day, because I went through a very big funk where that is what I did, but no longer. I'm going to be drinking lots of water. I'm going to keep my mind frame very, very positive. That's very important. And I need to keep reminding myself not to give up, and that if I trust the process and keep up with consistency, I will lose weight and I will be successful. So for phase 2, we ain't even worrying about that right now. We're just focusing on this, and that is how I plan on losing weight.
Soon after this, Amberlynn posted a series of videos about her new weight loss program, one in which she couldn't even figure out how to pronounce. Yes, that's right, Octavia.
Hey guys, so I'm so excited to talk to you about what's about to go down. This is not clickbait in the slightest. Things are about to change, and they're about to change for the better. I have done so many different diets on this channel. I have done Weight Watchers countless times. I have counted calories. I have tried to be vegan. I tried to be vegetarian. I have used apps like MyFitnessPal, Fujicate, Lose It. I've tried fasting. I have tried everything, even simply just drinking a gallon of water a day, hoping that'll, you know, flush out the weight. I have failed and I have failed and I have failed countless times, and people always ask me, why don't you try something different? Why don't you do something different that you've never done before? Because clearly everything you're doing isn't working. So that kind of goes into this whole everything's about to change situation. No, I'm not getting weight loss surgery. I know a lot of people want me to, but it's like, if I can lose weight without it, then I want to try that. I want to try every little nook and cranny. I want to go to every corner, and I just want to try to, you know, lose weight that way first. I'm actually so excited that I could barely sleep. Like, I'm so excited. I was shaky. I was just like, oh my God, your girl is gonna do this. Okay. So anyways, I get messages from so many people. I have emails from so many people, and I can't reply to everyone. It's super just like impossible. But I got a message from a health coach. I know people, especially haters out there, are gonna be like, the end, like, what are you saying? I know, I get it. Like, so we were exchanging emails back and forth, and she has this program that she brought up to me where she wants to be my coach for. Usually things like that, I'm very skeptical. I probably don't reply to the message because I get so many people that are like, I know exactly what weight loss program you should do, and I'm just like, everyone has so much advice for me, I don't know which one to choose. But the thing is, I've done it all. I've tried everything except for weight loss surgery and except for the program that I'm going to be starting within the next week, and I'm freaking out. I'm so excited, you guys. I haven't been this pumped and this amped, this excited and anxious in a very long time. So, you guys ready for it? There's a program called Optavia that thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people do. I am so excited. I have no words. I'm also very nervous. So on Instagram, you can follow Transforming Noelle. Her highest weight was 414 pounds and her current weight is 180. Take a minute, let that absorb. Amazing, I know, and she has done it from this program. I'm sure a lot of people know who this is, but Miss Itty Britty, she has lost 336 pounds on this program. She has lost 336 pounds. She's proud. Pounds, proud, pounds. That is a lot of weight, you guys. And it took her 2 years. What? On YouTube, there's a girl called Mallory in the Making. I watched like all of her videos. I was doing so much research, and she was one of the people that I was just like, oh my God, tell me everything. She has lost almost 100 pounds, and I think it's been like less than a year. What? Optavia is a program where they send you fuelings, is what they call them. They're like fuels to fuel your body. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to this. I'm gonna be doing the 5 and 1 plan. So what that means is I'm gonna be eating 6 times a day. It's gonna be all very, very, very small portions. 5 and 1 means I'm gonna eat 5 of their fuels a day, and the other meal is called the lean and green, which means I eat 7 ounces of a lean meat, and then I have, I think it was 3 servings of a green, like a vegetable. I'm probably gonna choose like broccoli, cauliflower, green beans, and things like that. Things that aren't starchy, because y'all, so many people wanted me to do this. It is very, very like, it's gonna be like a very low carb situation. It's definitely gonna be less carbs than what I'm used to. I can tell you that one for sure. So this is just, it's really gonna help with portion control. I'm not gonna have to think so hard, because that's why I fail. I think way too hard when it comes to losing weight and dieting, lifestyle changes. So I'm gonna be doing the 5 and 1 plan until I get close to goal. I know that sounds insane. I can't even imagine me ever being anywhere near goal. Twinkie, are you excited for mama? Twinkie just spazzed out. So I just can't even imagine that even happening. But once you get close to goal, you go off of the 5 and 1 and you go on the 4 and 2, which is 4 other fuels a day, but 2 lean and greens a day. They also tell you how many condiments a day you can use, how many healthy fats a day you should eat on your own, and stuff like that. It's just, it's all just there. It's telling you what to eat. It's all super, super simple foods, and this is the very thing that I've been looking for, because I can't think of a single reason why I would fail on this. I have officially decided not to do Optavia. I have decided this through talking with my health coach, with my girlfriend, with tons of people who are close to me. I thought 800 to 900 calories is not sustainable for someone my weight, and if I was to ever try eating more than that, I would gain weight. It would mess up my metabolism, and I just don't think I'm ready for that low of calorie. My doctor was totally fine with this program. I did talk to her about it. She was totally fine with it until I told her how many calories I would be eating, and then she told me that's just not a good idea. From a doctor's standpoint, she told me it's just too low calorie for you or for anybody to sustain in their life. It took me days to decide on this, and I just figured I'd let you guys know because this whole video is the ups and the downs of this crazy thing we call a weight loss journey. February 10th, and it's just been honestly a wild beginning of February. I know it's probably confusing why I decided not to do Optavia. It's just it's a very great program. The food is not junk food. It has essentials in the food. It has vitamins, good probiotics. It's all really good food, like good for you food. And I just know that for me, having 800 to 900 calories is scary and bad for my body. And I wish more than anything I would have known that prior to doing the program. And I know that I even said in this video that it's totally fine to have low calories, such low calories, but I'm just glad my doctor kind of was like, no, it's not good. It's not good for your metabolism. So glad that that happened. It does suck, and my health coach is still there for me. She's an amazing person, and I was scared that I let her down, but I'm just really glad that I didn't. She's just more so worried about me finding what works for me. Nope, I'm good. I'm good for today. I don't feel like doing any responsibilities, which brings me to this whole thing about Optavia. Everyone, like I'm literally talking probably 98% of my subscribers did not want me doing Optavia. Like, no one wanted me doing Optavia. Like, I was getting so much hate for it for different reasons. People thought it was junk food. People didn't like that it was MLM company. People just didn't like several different things about it. They thought it was a scam, or they didn't think it'd work for me, or it was too little bit of food, or it was the wrong type of food. Like, there was just so many different reasons, but literally no one wanted me to do this. There was a handful of people who were rooting for me, and I appreciate those people so much because it's like, you guys always got my back, and I just like love that so much. But then there was like this huge amount of people who were just like, no, 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 this is ridiculous. Like, they wanted me not to do it. And they weren't rooting for me. They were literally saying, you're going to fail and you suck, pretty much. So like, when I came back and I was just like, you know, you're right, Optavia is not right for me, I got so much hate. I got so much hate for it. And I'm just like confused because I'm literally stopping something that you didn't want me to do. I got so much hate. So much. I feel like this might be one of the worst video, like, thumbs up and thumbs down I've ever received. Like, I don't pay much attention to that, but I was just like so shook by it that I kept checking it like on the daily.
The reason why she got so much hate for this whole Optavia nonsense was because so many people, as she said, told her this wasn't a good idea, that Optavia was a scam and that she wouldn't stick with it. Despite this, Amber ignored the haters and did it anyway, buying hundreds of dollars of meals from this company. So, when she came back only a few days later and told everyone she was no longer doing Optavia, of course her audience was upset.
On the video where I said that I'm not doing Optavia no more, I got a little over 1,400 thumbs up. Over 12,000 thumbs down, and I'm just like, what? Like, so many people, 98% of the people didn't want me doing this program. And then all of a sudden now everyone wants me to do it. I guess I was just confused, and I know a lot of people are going to come at me and say, no, we're mad that you failed. But I failed at doing something you didn't want me to do. So when I failed at it, I thought people were going to be like, okay, good. Now she can move on to something more healthy or sustainable and something else that works for her. And I didn't get that reaction. I just got a very, very bad reaction. And that made me realize that there's a lot of people who watch me, not everyone, but there's a lot of people who watch me who just disagree with everything that I do, even if it's something that they wanted me to do at one point or didn't want me to do. But no matter what I say, they just think the opposite of what I say or what I do, and that's hard to wrap my head around. So my last Torrid haul, I did not do a try on haul, so I figured this time I will try on each outfit and show you guys what it looks like on. Sometimes it's good luck and everything fits me, and sometimes I look really bad in something. It's either too tight or just doesn't fit me right. So I'm hoping all of this goes down good. So I actually love this dress, and when I put it on, I realized it was high-low effect, and this is actually the only dress that I have like this. And this is probably the favorite item that I bought this go around. So obviously this sweater, really thin sweater, is kind of see-through and it's pretty tight. So I can't wait to lose weight. That goes with actually quite a few items. And the hoodie was ridiculous. The hoodie is actually really big and it just didn't work well. So this is actually a tunic shirt, which I think I bought 2 others as well. Tunics are meant to be pretty long, so it does look like it could be a super short dress on some other body type. So this is the other shirt that I got, which I really, really like this one. It'd be really cute with a black cardigan. I love this shirt so much. Okay, so this is funny because this is one of the favorite shirts that I got, but it doesn't fit me. My caboose is just too big. It doesn't go down over my butt at all. So I try to show that. But the cardigan is perfect. Or a kimono. You can call it whatever, which way you like. And here I am looking like Stevie Nicks. Decided to eat a few too many Twinkies. Okay, not funny. And then this dress, I do like it, but I'm going to have to wear a shirt underneath, like I said, like a tank top. Because I don't like how it makes my boobs feel. That's just the truth, okay? So, yeah, we're going to have to wear a tank top with that. Me and my dinosaurs, my little pocket. I really do love this. Obviously, it is a little tight. Again, super cute with the cardigan. I struggle. I'm a big girl, so things are tight. So this is actually a nightgown. So I'm going to be wearing this to bed, wearing it around the house. But it's super pretty, I swear. Like, this could possibly pass as a dress out in public, but I promise I won't do it. So here's the other tunic that I got. Again, it's just a longer shirt. I'm not sure I like them so much. They're kind of weird shaped and the little pointy things on the side. I mean, it's a cute shirt though, so I'll definitely wear it. So the last one is my nope, I can't shirt. Not sorry, literally my attitude every day.
Next in 2019, we have shrimpgate. Since I've already made a video about this, which I will link below, I won't go into detail, but here is a recap since it is important to the 2019 year.
Hey guys, okay, so we have another mukbang. We are going to eat shrimp with cocktail sauce. Okay, so I'm really excited. Here we go. I haven't had this in, it's been a hot minute. It's good. Okay. So the topic for today is mukbangs and weight loss. This is like such a big thing because Obese to Beast made another video kind of talking about mukbangs, like obese people doing mukbangs and like mixing weight loss with mukbangs. So I personally messaged him because we have talked in private before. Like, cause he made 2 videos about me and then a video about mukbangs. Before the mukbang video, I messaged him. This was before the mukbang video. So before he started talking about mukbangs, I messaged him and just been like, I just asked him like, why couldn't you tell me like in a message that you, everything you said in the video, why couldn't you tell me? So, he answered, obviously. And then, he explained that like mukbangs shouldn't be done by people on a weight loss journey because that's the only things that the viewers see. That makes sense and all, but my whole thing is like, this is, first of all, this is my life. I'm an adult. I can choose what I want to do versus what I don't want to do. And like another big thing is like, just because you are seeing one meal out of the, what, 15 I have in a week, how is that going to decipher everything? Do you get what I'm saying? And there are skinny mukbangers out there. They don't gain weight at all. There have been mukbangers out there who have lost weight. It is a thing. It's not something that's crazy. It's easy to gain weight doing it, obviously, but it's also not that hard to lose weight while doing it. So this, which is 90 calories per serving, and there's 4.5 servings in this whole thing. So 90 times 4.5, we can do the math later, but it's not that many calories. And that includes the good old cocktail sauce. And that's even if I finish the whole thing. So it's like not that difficult. It's whatever, honestly. Like, people will judge and they'll continue to judge because they want something to judge you on. No matter what I do, no matter what Chantel does, we're going to get hate for it unless we're doing exactly what you told us to do. But you aren't our moms, you aren't our bosses, you aren't our dads, you aren't our doctors. I just think the fact that people can hate on us so hardcore and judge us so hard over the food we put in our mouth is kind of crazy. It's a little obsessive. I just don't want people to think of mukbangs and think of gaining weight. That's not what it is. Like, I'd still be eating shrimp whether I was filming the video or not. And like I've talked about before, I'm done like constantly talking about my weight on the channel because there's more to me than that, and people don't realize that. I don't think people just look at me as a number on the scale, and I'm tired of that. Like, I literally am just tired of it, and the best thing I can say is keep watching my channel. I'm getting full. Whew. Anyways, I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. And I know to a lot of people, like, seeing someone my size eat on camera doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's like, I'm gonna eat anyways. I'm not like sitting here eating 50,000 cheeseburgers and some shrimp. Like, I'm not saying I'm never gonna come on here and eat fast food or whatever, but like, think of the other mukbang channels and like the really skinny people. Like, why is that okay? You know, just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. But I'm not hating on any, because I love mukbangs. They just make you feel like you're less alone. I love it, honestly. But I don't really know what else to say. I'm just really tired of the negativity, and I just want more positivity.
Still in April, Amberlynn then begins to discuss possible weight loss surgery.
So I have been putting off calling a weight loss doctor for months now. I hate calling to make appointments. I just hate talking on the phone in general, especially when it comes to something like this, and it just gives me a lot of anxiety. It makes me overwhelmed and nervous, but I don't know what came over me. I just did it. I called a weight loss place that I know about, and I asked them, because I initially went into it as I want it to be non-surgical. So I asked them, what does the non-surgical program consist of? How much does it cost? Da, 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 da. So they answered my questions, and for some reason, something came over me, and I just said, so tell me about the surgical process. How much does it cost with someone without insurance? And she ended up telling me, and I said, hey, jot me down for an appointment for the surgical process. So obviously I would have to see a doctor first and all that. So I was expecting her to be like, okay, I'll set you an appointment, and I was hoping for it to be this week. But instead she said, you need to fill out paperwork first, so I'm going to send it to you. So the update is I currently have paperwork in the mail coming to me to fill out a weight loss surgery type thing, and then I have to either send it back or drop it off. Don't mind the outfit. Like, this is supposed to be Amberlynn chilling in her bed all day outfit. Yes, it is. Woo! It's a hot mamma jamma. Hey guys, so this video has been long overdue. This is about my casting call. I mentioned it, it's been almost a year, not quite. because I was super excited and I just felt really amped up and I was talked up and like I was just really excited, and I wanted to share that with you guys, that something was kind of like in the works. I've had a lot of people since then ask me about it and I haven't talked about it, and I kind of want to explain everything, that like how I was contacted. I'm gonna read you messages, like just everything. Over here I have my laptop, so if I'm looking over here, that is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the messages. So I get a lot of messages on my personal Facebook, and I try not to reply to any of those because it is my personal Facebook, and a lot of the time I don't even read the messages on there. But I think this very day I decided to read some, and this is the message that I received. Hey Amberlynn, I'm trying to get caught up on your videos as fast as I can, but I'm reaching out to see if you have ever had any interest in weight loss surgery. I'm a casting director working with TLC on a spinoff of 600 Pound Life that would take place in the South with Dr. Proctor in Atlanta. He's the weight loss specialist that works with our families on and Family by the Ton. Let me know if you have any interest in sharing your story. Thanks a ton, Best. She says her name, gives me her number, and gives me her email address. So I get things like this a lot. I have actually been contacted quite a few times for shows ever since this. I think it's just because, you know, I am a bigger girl. I am putting myself on YouTube, and it's easy for, you know, casting people, producers, whatever, to find individuals, you know, when they're already putting themselves out there. So I feel like I'm an easy target. But this was actually one of the first times that I ever had someone message me like this, so I was pretty pumped. I was like, my response was, can you tell me more about the casting process and everything? So before I actually sent that, I actually went and like stalked her Facebook page because I wasn't sure if this was a joke or something, but it was real, so that's why I sent that message. So she replied back to saying, I want to get you on FaceTime or Skype so we can do a little Q&A sesh. She said that the FaceTime call or the Skype call will only take 10 minutes. So I was like super scared. I remember this day perfectly, but I just replied with, what's the show exactly though? Because I was like, she hadn't really told me much information on that yet. She replied with, it's following you as you lose weight through the supervision of a medical doctor. I think the format will be following a few people, and you would be compensated in appearance fee basically for anything it would cost for medical. If you're even slightly interested, I can always grab you for the interview to just even start the process. No commitment from you until you would be selected. I actually didn't reply to that message. For some reason, I was like, this is too good to be true. So she hit me up the next day and said, hey lady, sorry to bug. Just on a time crunch. Any interest in just hopping on a call / FaceTime / Skype? I think your personality would make you a great candidate for what we're looking for. Would hate for you to miss our submission deadline. Thanks. And I said, what kind of questions would you be asking? For some reason, I'm just an anxious little puppy, and I was just like, I wanted to know more before she got me on FaceTime. She said, just about your story, how much you want to lose, what you have tried, what you love in life, what you would do if you reached your goal, who your supporters are, etc. I said, I have a huge following on YouTube, and I've had fake accounts try to lure me into things like this. I just want to make sure this is legit, but I am interested. You know, I wanted to be honest. So this is when she sent me like her actual personal true info, you know, like sent me to this link to show me her casting experience and all this stuff. And so I clicked all and I said, thank you for that. Okay, so if I was chosen, would I have to move to Atlanta? Would I have to pay for surgery, etc.? That was important for me to know because it's like, why am I going to go through all of this? You know, I know it's just an interview, but it's like, why would I want to go through the interview and a chance that I would be chosen if, you know, there's certain things about it that I wouldn't like, you know? She said, so we would bring you to Atlanta for medical stuff. You wouldn't come out of pocket for anything. Is your medical insurance private or through Medicaid? And I explained I didn't have insurance, and I asked if that was a problem. And she said, no, it wasn't, because the appearance fee would be them paying for my everything medical. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So I finally just asked her, when can we do the interview? And she was like, now, ? And I asked her if it was going to be recorded because I had a feeling that it would be for some reason. And she said, yes. I record them, then we cut them down into like 3 minutes. No one sees it other than my team and the folks at TLC. You should not be. You're a social media master. It's really just a fun combo, not a job interview. Before she called me, she had me send her all of my info, like my phone number, my email, my Instagram, all that type of stuff. And then she had me send her a bunch of photos of, you know, me and Becky together, photos of just me kind of looking big, photos with me and my fur babies, because she was going to take those photos, also use the FaceTime call and create like a little mini video for the people who are doing the show, so I could be one of the candidates. She also told me before I sent her the photo, she's like, this sounds awful, but make them look as unflattering as possible. Strengthens your case. And I totally understood that. So I had a lot of pictures I could send her. So I sent her a ton of photos. So I ended up doing the FaceTime call, and we were actually on there for like 30 minutes, and she had already said that it was only going to be 10. So it was just like everything was so good, so smooth. And she told me, like, when she asked me a question, to answer it as if I wasn't asked. Like, example, if she asked me, why do you want to lose weight? I wasn't just supposed to answer. I was supposed to say, I want to lose weight because, or if she asked, what is your weight? I couldn't just say a number. I had to say, I weigh, like that. So because her parts were going to be cut off, and it was almost as if I was just like talking. So it was actually the next day, and I said, so how long before I hear back about anything? Just curious, because, I'm anxious. I get kind of impatient. I become overwhelmed. And she said, hi, typically we'll have another 2 weeks of editing and any additional submissions. Then we pray network gets back ASAP. And then she said, but one of my team members said, quote, I want her to get skinny so she can prove all those mean a-holes wrong after she stalked your YouTube. They all really love you. So when I saw that, I was like, that made me feel really good. And I said, oh, that's amazing. That makes me really happy. So it's a network that chooses who they want on the show. Like, what's the next step? She said, TLC will get the edit we send in. They will give us feedback after they get everyone in. I'm pretty sure this show would follow a few people going through the process. If selected, TLC will get back to us, and then we will meet with you over the phone or Skype to discuss the filming. So I was like, okay. It was 10 days later, and I said, any news? And she said, still waiting. Still waiting on TLC. Everyone loves you, so let's just say they hope they get their A in gear soon. And I was like, okay. It was 2 weeks later, and she sent me a message. She said, TLC is still on hold, but I was asked to send on your info to our EP to the other show. And I was like, other show? I said, what's that? She said, our executive producer on Family by the Ton is heading up this new show, so she should have some more info from TLC soon. And I just said, okay. That was the last I heard from her until I messaged her 2 months later. I said, I haven't heard back from you. She said, hey, so they're holding on that project for a few moments, but we still have your info and we still love you. So we'll be submitting you any chance we get for our similar opportunities. A few days later, she asked, we are now looking for families again. Is anyone in your family also in the same place? And I said, no, because I am the only person this big. So she started talking about Family by the Ton, and I kind of checked out at this point because I have been contacted by Family by the Ton a few times, and I don't really... I kind of have realized it's a long process. I'm a very impatient person, and I was willing to at least kind of try, because she said, if you can come up with a cousin, we'd love to submit you. Was talking to my team yesterday about how we really loved you. And I said, my girlfriend's overweight, but that's all I've got. And she said, how overweight? And I said, Becky's weight. And she said, let me check what's your current weight. And then I told her my current weight, and she never replied. So this was about 8 months ago. So it's been a while, and we haven't had any communication since then. But since then, I have been contacted, like I said, by a few other people who want me to do Family by the Ton. I got an email from 600 Pound Life. I couldn't tell if it was real or not, so I tried to ignore a lot of them. My whole thing is, would I go on 600 Pound Life? Yes, I feel like I would. I honestly legit feel like I would, because I feel like Dr. Now is honestly, he knows what he is doing. He is so smart. He is a smart man. He has never failed anyone during surgery. I think that's like something that really terrifies me because I'm so big. I feel like he gives really good advice, and he's not mean, but he's very just like stern in his words. And that's what I look for in a weight loss doctor. But that's everything, you guys. Literally the casting thing. It was like super hot and heavy in the beginning, and it just like fizzled out. And I kind of just, you guys ever have that feeling where you're super looking forward to something and you're like anxious for it, and then it just like doesn't happen, and you kind of like, you might be kind of embarrassed about it if you like told other people, or you're let down, little things like that. So that's why I just, if I get people who are like, because I've also gotten this whole thing about going on a Dr. Phil show. I communicated with them for a while, and then I was just like, I can't, I'm not gonna do it. That's honestly the whole story. It's not that juicy. I was just really excited because that's one of the first time that someone like really took an interest in having me on a TV show, and if they were gonna help me with my weight, I was like, heck yeah. But like I said, it fizzled out, and it just became like nothing.
And that's where we are leaving part 1 of 2019. The next part will pick up from July through December. This is certainly the craziest year of Goro World, and after watching ALR admit she didn't shower the whole year, I thought we might as well take a look back. Thank y'all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed part 1. As always, please let me know your thoughts and opinions below. Bye bye!